At this point, I was already with my ex, the guy who infected me, for about 5 months. The relationship was OD traumatic. I knew he was like not faithful to me, but I never thought that he was like not using protection with other women. At least
3, 2, 1.
You know, it's literally hurts when you trust someone with everything in you and that person, at the end betrayed your trust. That is the most painful thing you can ever experience in a relationship. Here is this young lady who was infected by her boyfriend, whom she trusted so very well, not knowing that the guy was intentionally with her in order to infect her with this virus, HIV. Well, let's watch this clip together, then after that, we react to it.
First thing that freaked me out really was that I would have a continual yeast infection. I know it's kind of gross, but it's the reality. I could go to the clinic and get tested and tell them what's going on since it is down there. The day before I went, I had this sinking feeling in my spirit, like in my gut. I knew that I was gonna get bad news. So I show up to the clinic, I get tested. When you get tested, you do the full panel, you only get results for your HIV, like rapid results day of. Everything else you have to wait. Someone comes out and calls my number because they can't say your name. They say, sit me down, and they just break it to me like, you tested positive for HIV. My world literally shattered into a million pieces. Tell me not to tell him anything until I get the confirmatory results, but I just couldn't wait. The entire ride to his crib, I was literally trembling. I sit down on the edge of his bed and I look at him in the eyes and I'm like, tested positive for HIV. Why was this his face? Okay. No concern, no anger, no fear. It's like, listen, I don't want to talk about this negativity, okay? Whatever you got going on is what you got going on. Don't bring that negativity to me. And like I mentioned in the last video, I knew he was unfaithful to me, but like I never really had proof. And honestly, he was a master manipulator, so it didn't make a difference whether there was proof or not, because I was not ready to leave him. However, I did not catch HIV because he was cheating on me, child. The reason that I brought that up is because in my mind, I was like, yeah, he's cheating on me, but he's not out there having unprotected sex with women, because that would mean that he intentionally infected me. So it's already like mid-September. He begs me to come to his place and he's slapping his cologne, putting on his shoes, and I'm like, oh baby, where are we going? And he was like, nah, you staying here. I'm gonna go to a party at Hofstra University. Mind you, this man was 37 years old at the time. Doesn't come back until the next day at around like 2 or 3 p.m. We argue, we make up, I stay the night again. And then a few days later, both of us have separate trips. Before my trip, my vagina starts feeling weird, like a yeast infection, but times 10. So when I get back, I hit up my doctor. She tells me to immediately come in so that I could get tested. Mind you, my doctor cannot stand my ex. She has been begging me since August to report him because he could reinfect me with a totally different strain of HIV. Literally the next day I get a call back, tells me that I tested positive for chlamydia. And at that point, the blindfold is lifted and my heart is literally exposed and broken into 1,000 pieces. Not because he cheated on me, but because at that moment I realized that he intentionally infected me with HIV. And if else cheats on you, honestly, they don't care about your health or your well-being overall. However, I did not get HIV from my ex because he cheated on me. I started getting symptoms 1 month after I met him. The reason that I brought up his infidelity is because I was not ready to accept that he intentionally infected me and was intentionally infecting other women with HIV. For some reason, I wanted to believe that I was the only one that he infected, that I was somehow special in that way. I know it sounds all sorts of messed up, but it's the truth.
So this particular clip out here is really a sad one, because here you see the lady trying to, identify her new life. She's trying to, be happy with what she have become. Not because she have a choice or not because she like it, but she have no choice. So she have to embrace it. What have been done have been done. She's not a carrier of the disease, and she have to educate others about it. Well, actually, some men will just be doing things all literally, both genders, both male and female. Some of them got the virus and their intention was like, since I have it, I'm gonna, share it to people I'm gonna come across with, okay? Then basically, wanted the virus to be in everybody then come across with, regardless of if the person was genuine or not. They don't want to expose their health issue to anybody. They just hide it in order to infect as many people they can infect, which is very bad. You don't go about hurting people just all because you contacted a virus that nobody, pushed you into. Okay. Some of them contacted it through sexual relationship. They know practically where they can use protection, but no, they avoided it. They just want everything natural. And at the end of it, when they contact the one they contact, they will go on with their, evil heart, trying to infect innocent people with it, which is very bad. Okay. How can someone that she trusted so much, someone that she have loved, thinking that they have something together, not knowing that the person is actually deceiving her, toying with her emotion and all the rest of it? Not equally, she's the only one that the guy was busy going around infecting the virus too. Okay, he equally have other girls on his list that he just wants to, share the virus among them, and if he dies, he dies. He doesn't care. All his aim is that he's not going down alone in that lane, which is bad. Sometimes I wonder where people have really, lost it. Why would they become so wicked to the extent of they have really lost their human hearts, They just want to be evil and wicked for no reason. When my heart goes out for the young lady, I'm happy that she's not really seeing it as deadly virus as people may want it to be. Yeah, it might be deadly, but you can also control it and live a comfortable life if at all you find out on time and handle it on time with the proper medication, of which she's doing wholeheartedly and happily. Well, bravo to her, and I pray that someday, somehow, she's gonna find peace again and someone who will really love her and accept her for who she is and what she is. Well, what do you think about this particular clip that I just put out there? I want to hear from you. Make sure you're commenting right below and you're subscribing to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video. Smash the like button and subscribe. This is Faith Blog.